Hi guys, my name's Barry and welcome back to the channel. As always, I don't really show my face when I do a trailer breakdown because it's mostly just about the trailer. And today's going to be Trap, the trailer 2, M. Night Shyamalan's trailer for Trap. It's hard to determine what's going to happen with this one because the first trailer, it really felt like it gave a lot away in the first trailer that we saw a couple of months ago. But this latest trailer is kind of thrown a spanner in the works because it feels like a completely different film. It shows us the same things, mostly the same things, but it gives a different narrative to the same footage that we saw. And because we've got a different narrative to it, there's so many different ideas that I have now as to what could be going on and what the possible twist could be as well. Now, first I go into some key frames, and after the key frames, I'll tell you what I think is going to happen in the movie. Now, there is potential spoilers, so if you don't want to know anything, then please don't watch this. But I'm just guessing as well. I don't have any insider knowledge. I'm just going off the trailer itself and past M. Night Shyamalan movies, determining what he could possibly be doing with the twist in this one. So the first part that I take away from this trailer is the fact that Lady Raven has FBI, police, security in her concert. She obviously knows what's happening because as you can see, there's a lot of FBI SWAT team and stuff that are literally standing below the stage. She knows they're there, so she knows why they're there as well. I've got a feeling that she may know not who the killer is, but may know that the killer is after her, so that they're trying to bait the killer into the concert, or they know at least the killer's going to be there. So she knows all about it, and it's possible that she's got a stalker situation going on here where she knows that the killer is after her next, and they're using this concert as a way to catch him. Now, Jeremy, one of the vendors, does say that they've set up this whole trap for the killer, and they're not really making it covert with all the FBI and stuff standing in plain sight. So I've got a funny feeling that it's possible that they think they've caught the killer at the beginning of the movie, but the SWAT team and stuff are just standing there making sure that nobody else is maybe there. So it's hard to determine whether it's supposed to be covert or not, but with this image here, it's clear as day that if the killer is there, the killer knows that people are waiting for him. Now, this scene here with the man in the basement is very important now because of something that happens later on in the trailer, which I will get into. But you'll notice the buttons at the bottom, it says Home, Settings and Volume. That would assume that wherever this person is, he looks like he's in Josh Hartnett's home. If it's Josh Hartnett's phone, and if it's his prisoner, it would assume that the footage that we're looking at is in the home of Josh Hartnett, but later on we'll discuss that might not be the case. The first part of a possible twist for me could be that Josh Hartnett is only one character, but he's got multiple personalities. There is shifts in his attitude in the trailer that makes me think that he's maybe got multiple personality disorder, something similar to James McAvoy in Split. I don't know if it's going to be set in the same universe, but you can see here he's hurting people. I don't think he's doing it because he wants to. I think he's maybe doing it to distract people so he can do certain things. But if he is doing it to hurt people because he can't really help it, then it's possible that he's got some sort of split personality, a multiple personality syndrome. So there's some scenes where he just seems too nice and family orientated, but then some scenes he looks absolutely nuts. You can see that this girl here is obviously a different girl to the other girl you saw him throwing down the stairs. So I don't know if he's hurt this girl as well, and then he's trying to get her help so he can distract somebody else to go into his next little mini mission to get to who he wants to get to. Now here he is with his phone again. You can see he's got the jacket on, so it's definitely his hands, and he's got some sort of blueprint of what looks to be the concert as well. So he's got information there. He's obviously got that information from somewhere. Maybe that's when he's trying to distract people with throwing people down the stairs. He's maybe getting the blueprints or the mapping of the stadium, I guess it is, or the concert area. So he's obviously getting information as he's going along. I don't know if this is information that he had before he got to the concert or after, but he's certainly collecting information as he's there. Here we can see there's more distractions with him pulling down the fire alarm. He's getting key cards from places. Again, if this is the same scene, he's put that stuff in the fryer so it can blow up in the girl's face, and that would then distract people so that he can go backstage to do other things. Now, there was a theory, and this is one of my theories as well, that his daughter isn't actually there. She might be a ghost and someone that he's just talking to, because it's possible that the real killer killed his wife and his daughter. But there is scenes in this trailer where the daughter is definitely interacting with people. There's a bunch of dancers in this scene where if you pause it at the right moment, you can see the two dancers turning around to his daughter to maybe laugh with her or celebrate a great dance. I don't know, but they're definitely interacting with the daughter, which means she's not dead. Now, here's a scene in the house. We get to see a little bit more of this scene in this trailer than we did in the first trailer, but someone's picking up a knife and they're going to kill someone in the house. I don't know if this is possibly the beginning. It looks like it's him still killing someone or trying to kill someone in this house. Is it his house? I don't know. Could it be someone killing his wife, or maybe him killing his wife? It's possible. Now, we see the front door here of what looks to be, it could be his house. If we look at it on the basic that he's at the concert, the police find out who he is, he tries to go away, he goes back to his house where the man is in the basement. That seems to be what they're trying to allude to, but this doesn't look like it's his house, and I'll explain that in a minute. But I think he's maybe gone back to this particular house in this scene to finish off what he started. I can't quite make out who this person is. They've got a kind of creamy white jumper on, and it looks like they're handcuffed to this railing. I don't know if maybe Josh Hartnett's character has done this, or somebody else has been held hostage, or I don't know. This could be Lady Raven. It obviously doesn't show you their face for a reason, but it's possible that this is Lady Raven. I don't know if it's Josh Hartnett that's gotten to her or somebody else has arrested her. Now, this is strange because Josh Hartnett's in this house that I don't think is his, and he's taking his shirt off, or it could be the beginning of the movie. In this scene, you can see there's a girl holding the phone. You can see by the nails, and there looks like a ring on the finger. That ring on the finger looks like the ring on the finger where the person is handcuffed to the railing. So I think that's the same person, possibly Lady Raven. Now, she's saying, call the police. She sent a text message to someone called Jeremiah. I thought it was the vendor to begin with, but his name is Jamie, but this person's called Jeremiah. So it's possibly her partner, or maybe one of her singers or dancers or backing dancers, but she's sending a message to this person to say, call the police. So she doesn't seem like the bad person. It seems like someone is after her, possibly Josh Hartnett. This is quite an eerie one. You can see Lady Raven looking at the camera. It looks like she's looking at some CCTV or footage that she wasn't supposed to see. Maybe she's looking into like a Ring doorbell style camera, and Josh Hartnett is looking at her, possibly talking to her, but that's quite eerie. Now, as you can see from this image, you got that brickwork that we had earlier on where the police were going to the house. Now, at first I thought this was Josh Hartnett's house, but when you see the garage door open, you can see another car there. This is what looks to be a white Ford. I don't know if it's a Ford, it could be a Subaru, I don't know. But it's a white car anyway. And it's not his car, because if you look back on the trailer, this trailer and the previous trailer, they don't have a white car. He gets out of a darker car with his daughter. Unless they've got two cars and one of the cars sits smack bang in the middle of the driveway garage, then that's someone else's car, which means it's somebody else's house that they go to, possibly for the finale. In the same scene, you can see that this footage that we're seeing is from what looks to be a police cam dash, or just above the police car. You can't really make this one out, but what this looks like a wedding photograph of Josh Hartnett and his wife. Looks like an older image because his hair is different and he looks a little bit younger, or supposed to look a little bit younger in this. So this does look like a wedding photograph. So this could be an image from his house, but it could also be an ex-wife. Maybe his wife is alive, and the two cars that we're seeing is two cars from two different houses. One of the houses is his, and one of the houses is ex-wife's house, and he's taking his daughter out for the concert. This is a strange one as well. You can see he's got his top off here. He's no shirt on, and his hands are kind of clenched there like he's being tased by the police. You don't get enough of this scene to find out what it really is, but this could be a scene near the end of the film where he's trying to kill someone or attack someone, and the police just get to him to stop him. Maybe that's when he's going his crazy mode. This is a nice image here because this kind of shows the Jekyll and Hyde of his character, of what I think anyway, that you can see at the right-hand side where he looks kind of calm and scared. Calm and scared, two different things, but he looks calm anyway, or at least scared. Whereas the left-hand side, he looks nuts, he looks crazy. It's almost like it's trying to show us he's got two sides to him, and he doesn't even know that. So let's go into what I think might be the story here. I think that he still has a wife. She's still alive, or an ex-wife, I should say. He still wears his wedding ring because one half of him thinks he's still married to his wife, but the other half of him is crazy, and that's where he goes about killing people. So when he takes his daughter to the concert, he's already a known killer, as in there is a killer around, but they don't know who the killer is. And he's genuine at times. I think he genuinely is trying to help the police find this killer, but the other half of him is the killer that knows that he is the killer, but the other half is innocent, genuinely doesn't know he's the killer. So it's almost like he's trying to help the police catch himself, and he's helping them along the way. I think the beginning of the movie possibly takes place in his own house, but the end of the movie, I think maybe takes place in his wife's house when she's trying to explain to him that they're not together anymore. They split up because he's a little bit nuts, and this is when he's possibly going to realise that. But where Lady Raven comes into it, I don't know. I think it's possible that during his crazy state, he's a bit of a stalker, and he's killing people, obviously. And I think he's got a thing for Lady Raven, so he's maybe sending her a few things, or he's done something to make her alert the police to say that there's this guy after me, can you look out for me? She's obviously rich, but the police are obviously after a specific killer anyway, so they might as well go to the concert and see if they can catch this person that they think is the serial killer. Of course, this is all speculation, and maybe 98% of what I just said there is not going to happen, but one thing is for sure is that in this trailer for Trap, it's harder to determine where the twist is coming from. I think when you look back on The Sixth Sense, nobody really knew what was going to happen because we didn't know there was going to be a twist. Since then, though, we've been able to kind of decipher from trailers, clips and images. This one, for me, is the hardest to determine what's happening. And that's because trailer 1 felt so different to trailer 2, because trailer 2 made it look as if he's this crazy guy who doesn't know what he's doing or he can't help it. But I think there's a Jekyll and Hyde thing going on here. And I think it might be set in the same universe as Unbreakable and Split. Maybe we won't see those characters, of course, but I think it's still in the same kind of universe where we're getting this not superhuman, but some sort of being that is different to a standard human. So that's my take on it, guys. Again, I might be completely wrong, but what do you think of my take, first of all? And if there's anything else in the trailer that you noticed that would maybe back up what I just said, or maybe take it all down, leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you soon.
Meeting adjourned.
I'll be right back.
What are you waiting for, huh?
Coming to get you, Barbara.
Ever played Skin the Cat? Someone's in the back!